Hey, what's up, guys? It's Confessions of a Doctorholic with Hassa Slayman, and I'm convinced that there are some ways to procrastinate that are not as bad as others. As in, some of these procrastinations are actually kind of useful. I don't know if I say this to make myself feel better, but I'm going to keep saying this to myself. So, I don't know if you know, there's this thing called a Mega Million Lotto. Like, it's a lottery where you win like a billion, I guess. I don't even know how much money that is. Like, $1 million is a heap of money for me. So when someone says a mega million, it's like, okay, I believe that that's so much, but I can't mentally quantify this. Like, I don't know. Tell me in terms of tell me in terms of the beach, and if the sand particles makes enough coins to make a mega million, you know? I don't know, like something like, I'm so rich, I can afford half of America. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I just need these things quantified, because in my head, I'm like, I don't get it. Like, how rich are you? You know, like, obviously you can afford things that I can't afford, but like, really, how rich are you? I can't even imagine that in cash. Like, I'm a simple person. I cannot imagine that in cash. I'm just like, $20, yay, you know, grocery shopping. I don't know. That's way too much money. It's like less likely to win a mega million compared to getting conjoined twins or being struck by lightning. So do you know how rare that is? Like, I feel like if you won a mega million, right? Do you just like sort of like sit down with yourself going like, wow, I am so lucky. Like, someone's looking down at me going like, I reckon you deserve to be very happy, you know? Yeah, so basically, what's bringing this topic about is that someone won a lotto a few weeks back, and it was the Mega Million Lotto. I don't know who this person is. I tried researching it. Clearly, my research skills are either subpar or, I don't know, like, I still find it hard to believe, so maybe I didn't search hard enough, or I didn't want to get jelly. I don't know, but like, I couldn't find who this person was. But it got me thinking, right? What would I do with that much money? But, I mean, it's all fun and games, but like, I don't see how I'm going to win a lotto. I mean, if there's a higher chance of me being struck by lightning, and like with my clumsiness, I feel like that is definitely more plausible. So yeah, so I started to be a little bit more realistic and procrastinate a little bit, if I'm being completely honest with all of you. So I started thinking about what would I do with my first paycheck after medical school. And it's been nice because it kind of makes me believe that there's like light at the end of the tunnel. So like whenever I'm struggling to study or whenever things get a little bit overwhelming, I'm like, soon you shall make money, soon you shall be a doctor, soon, you know, like it's a good feeling. So I've decided my first two things that I will buy, actually. Number one thing that I would buy, I feel like I need a drum roll or something like that, you know, in the background. So imagine a drum roll. I would get a dishwasher, okay? Why would I get a dishwasher? Because washing dishes is gross, because I enjoy cooking, but cleaning takes ages. And if cleaning takes ages, then it kind of takes the fun out of cooking. And because like, usually, you know, when you're hanging out with your med school friends or with like, I don't know, all my friends seem to be busy, you know, so like if I'm having them over, it's kind of weird to expect them to do the dishes. If mum hears this episode, she's going to be like, oh my God, I clearly did not raise you right. But here's the thing, you know, I don't like doing the dishes. Whenever I go to people's houses, I offer to do the dishes because they cooked. So like, it's like, you cook, I clean, you know, I feel like that's a basic rule, but like, honestly, I'd rather cook for the rest of my life than ever clean. You know, it's not that I'm gross. That sounds like I'm such a gross human being. I'm not a gross human being. It's just washing the dishes. Like, it just, there's so many memes about this online, and I relate to all of them because it feels gross. But you know what's grosser than doing the dishes? Having dishes in the sink. So obviously the dishes will be done. It's just it's definitely my least favorite cleaning task in the house. So my first thing that I will buy once I get a salary is a dishwasher. I haven't decided where I'm going to put it. I haven't decided whether I'm going to have a house that's big enough to accommodate a dishwasher, but it's going to happen. I don't know how, but it has to happen. You know, I've had a dishwasher once in my life while I was living with other humans at Dakin in undergrad. And I know that we were more people, and as such, we did need a dishwasher before things got gross. But honestly, it's life-changing. Whenever we had a break, it would be me using the dishwasher on my own. It was great. I felt amazing. And I know it's not like water friendly. So basically what you do is like you stack it up, obviously. So like it goes through one run. It's not like every single day it goes through a run. No, like it'll be like maybe at the end of the week it would go through a run, you know? So I just think overall it's great. Okay, second thing I would get is one of those Japanese toilets with a bidet and a butt warmer. So I just found out, and by just found out, I mean a week ago, I found out that some toilets, I mean, I don't know about yous, but like I'm used to the bidet life. I like bidets, I'm very pro bidets, and I just feel like toilet paper isn't enough. And you know, when people were complaining during the pandemic that like, you know, with like toilet paper was like running out, people were going wild, they were going to supermarkets, stacking up on toilet paper. I was literally like, why don't you just get a bidet? Like I know you need both. I know that argument. I completely agree. So like, I totally agree. So we could do, like you can't just do a bidet. It needs to be bidet plus toilet paper. But I just feel like if you don't have toilet paper, a bidet would do, you know, it's like, what's the alternative? But anyway, I found out that there are some Japanese toilets, and I love the Japanese. They always come about with like the coolest stuff, right? Every single time. I'm just amazed. I'm amazed by their culture. I need to go to Japan soon because I feel like I am amazed by everything they do. So they have these toilets that have bidets and a butt warmer. So basically, it's like a hairdryer on low intensity that warms your butt. And I just think it makes so much sense. So you wash and then there's a hairdryer. And I've heard it's expensive. And obviously there's like the installation and like, you know, all of that dramas. But I don't know, I just kind of want to try it. And it would probably make sense to go to someone's house who has it. But, you know, I don't know anyone who has it. So I feel like it needs to start with me. I need to be that friend that got the Japanese toilet for everyone to use. So yeah, I'm curious to know. I think some of you might think, okay, she's like clearly losing her mind. She's clearly studying heaps, maybe. But I want to know, what would you do with your first salary after you graduate? I don't mind if it's after medical school or another degree. If you're an architect, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with that money? I'm just curious, you know? And if you've already had a job, then like, what did you do with your very first salary? I feel like I need to know this, you know? And as I said before, this is not procrastination. This is real life.